It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
56.
Now.
The Mike.
Yep.
56. Check 56. Hey man. Watch the boot. 56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike.
61. Matchbox lights.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here's
five.
On first down, Dobbins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Second and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's checking.
Rocket.
Check 31.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
10 logo. 80 weapons.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Check 56. I know he ain't got it.
Check 13. Check 13.
Undercrush.
Hey, lock it.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On second down now, Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Switch.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more evident.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
10-2 stop.
Pick it up, D. At the 32-yard line. Big Ed. Hey, alert 3. Mike's 56. Mike's.
Hey. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Greystone, Travis. Look at me. Go.
Slam. Alert 3.
Go. Let's go.
On first down, Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. All day, every day, any day.
Leo. 2.
On first down, Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Bam.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins.
The running back to get the ball
Yeah,
carrier.
baby. Yeah, baby.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready, ready. HE Gators.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, let's get
Hard, hard.
Check three.
Five.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Under 10. Under 10.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch the check. Check three. Check 37. Check 37.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
21.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Gonna throw deep, and that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check.
General West.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Check 26. Say it.
Look. Squeeze. Hey, Zoo. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cleveland Farrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Jim, 21.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Check 4, check 4.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 25, check 25.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins shedding the tackle. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jones has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ryan and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 43.
Hey, lock it.
Throwing again. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch
6-6. Bullet high.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Go.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Go.
45, Mike. 45. Here we go.
Get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Broken tackle. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's coming. We got double up, double up.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
56 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Check the out. Check the out.
Five.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Go.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan, quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Back. Tight dog. Watch twist.
Bam.
Sponge.
Hey, Alpha.
Check, hot route.
Deep grip.
Back to throw. Herbert, he's airing it out for Will. That's caught at the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. That's into the hands of Edwards. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 13. Check 13.
Yep.
To throw on third down. Herbert. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. First target, first catch at a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
Down. 18 Gator. Greystone travel.
He's crashing.
Look. Squeeze. They go.
On second down, Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
60 Pittsburgh.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
hey.
Go, go, go now. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. No. Off. Check 52.
Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Complete to Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 24-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Hatch it.
Rock it.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
X3. 218. Chopper. Smooth.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, lock it.
Big ass.
Look at me. Zipper. 5.
Throwing again. Herbert. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pull it high.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
3 buzz.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Danny.
Hit it.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down.
Yo, go, go. Yes.
Check. 45's the mic.
Yeah.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Topper. Ready.
On 4th down, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Go.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 26-yard line.
Check 3.
Leo. Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he's going to go for a big play down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Jack!
Blue draw corpus. Buzz.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Hard.
On first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check nine, check nine.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
Go. Get.
On second down now, Dobbins. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Lucky. Check, 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 check. Check, check.
You're out.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Hey, Delta. 50, go.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Allen Bailey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman a first down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Joker, 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 joker. Jam, 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 jam.
Rocket, fire.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Yep.
Alert 16, alert 16. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Check 4, check 4.
Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.